Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel higher tier paper from 2019, and this is paper 3, which is a calculator paper, and we're on question 7, and we'll be going through all the questions on this paper. So if this is helpful, please click the subscribe button at the bottom. So question 7 is a question about doing a calculation, which looks fairly complicated at first. And it's all about calculator work. So hopefully what you will have is the recommended calculator. Just let me delete that display on there. So we'll have the recommended calculator, which is currently for GCSE maths, is this Casio ClassWiz, which is a really good calculator and allows you to do things much more easily than you would have been able to do previously. For example, the fraction button is really nice here. It makes this a lot easier question than would have been previously. So what we've got then, we've got the square root of this. And we can see that on the top of the fraction, 2.5 times sine 43. Now, my calculator's already set in degrees mode, and that's what the little circle shows me there. But we need to know how to set it to degrees mode, just in case you happen to be in an exam and you weren't in the correct mode. So what you would do, you'd press Shift and then Set Up. And then it's the angle unit that we're interested in. So we need to press 2 there. We can see we've got 3 different options for the angle unit. We've got degrees, radians, and that's gradians. So in fact, radians is a measure for angle as well, and that's one that you tend to use if you go into A-level maths. And gradians is one that you might use more if you were doing a degree level thing. So degrees is what you would always be using when you were doing GCSE level maths. So what we need to do then is, if we just press 1, that sets us up, and we should have a little D there, which stands for degrees. So then we can proceed with a question. So we need to press this button here, which is the square root button. And because we've got a fraction, we can just press the fraction button there. And we've got on the top is 2.5, and then it's times, so sine, so we're going for our sine button there, and it's 43. And then if we press this button, so these are our navigation buttons. These allow us to jump around on the screen. So what we need to be is in the bottom part of the fraction, so the denominator of the fraction. So if we go there, so we press the bottom of the navigation buttons. So now we can try and type in the 8.2 squared minus 50.5. So if we do that, 8.2, and it's squared, so the square is this x squared here, and we press that, and then we're going to go take away 50.5, and all we need to do now is just press the equals button, and there's our answer. So what we're asked to do is do this to 3 significant figures. So we can see what we've got is actually, we've got it to quite a lot of decimal places here. If we're doing significant figures, we're talking counting from the first number that's not a 0. So we can see that's the 3 there, and the 3 is our first significant figure. And then the 1's our second significant figure, the 9 is our third significant figure, and so on. And if we're rounding it up, we always need to look 1 past the number that we're at. So if we've got a 9 here, we then need to look at the 4th significant figure, which is a 1, and that tells us whether the 9 stays as a 9 or whether we have to add 1 to it. So because this number in the 4th significant figure place is below 5, that means we don't add anything onto the 9, so the 9 stays as it is. So in fact, what we have got is 0.319. If the 1 had been a 5 or more, would have actually added a 1 onto that 9, and it would have become a 10, and then we would have had to make it 3.20. But as it is, not 3.20, 0.320. So as it is, the 9 is going to stay as it is. So it's 0.319. So just write that down here, 0.319. And if we had a more old-fashioned style calculator, say like this one, which is just off my browser extension, off the Chrome browser that I've got at the moment, it will be much more difficult, this question, because what we'd need to do is we'd need to work out what was in the denominator, in the top of the fraction separately, then work out what's in the bottom of the fraction, work out the result of that, and then find the square root. So really what I would suggest is these calculators are about £15. It's definitely worth getting one. And they save you a lot of time and will definitely earn you a couple of extra marks in the exam compared with if you had an old-fashioned style calculator. So, and that's it. That's how to do this question. So I hope that's helpful to you. And as I say, if it is, please like our video and subscribe to our channel, which is Best Maths Tutors, and also visit our website, bestmathstutors.co.uk, for more help. Thanks for watching.